friend. It's so good to see you again. There's no one like you. You can do anything you put your mind to. Just the thing you thought you should know. Are you ready? Because here we go. Wonder Friends, Wonder Friends, Wonder Friends. It's time for Wonder Friends Show. Yeah, all right.
What is going on, Wonder Friends? Thank you for coming in again and inviting me into your time as you are all self-quarantining just like myself. I hope that everybody is doing well today. We are going to get right to drawing today. Again, my name is Jason Tharp. I'm the Chief Creative Dreamer at Wonderville Studios. Guys, don't forget, tomorrow is the deadline to enter in to win the book. Go to that link. Super simple. We are giving away 15 copies of It's Okay to Be a Unicorn. So make sure that you go check that out. And I also want to let you guys know that on Friday, I have a free gift for everybody. That'll be a downloadable thing that I'm wrapping up right now. So make sure that you come back for Friday's episode because we have a giveaway that's going to be 100% free to everybody that I hope that you all share. And speaking of sharing, I hope that you guys are taking the time after this video just to hit share. Let other people know about this that's going on. I can't reach more people without your help, and I appreciate anything that you can do to help share in the message. And make sure that you are sending me any questions that you might have at Wonderville Studios, questions at Wonderville Studios. Make sure you send me some comments. If you guys have some ideas of things that you want, all that stuff like that, just send me over a message. Let me know what I can do to make this better. And I would love to see that because I am trying to make this stuff work well for all of you. And I'm going to switch right over here to the other camera so we can start drawing. Guys, I'll be able to start saying hi to everybody as you're coming in. So making sure that you are saying hi. Put your name in there. Love to say hi to everybody. Let's get right to some drawing. So I want to start drawing some stuff for you guys. And I think there's some things that I want to add to this, as we have been learning along the way here. I'm going to start doing some like little games where we can start guessing what I'm drawing. Or maybe you guys can throw into the comments some things that you would like to see if I can draw. Really kind of challenge me, see if I can do it. We could play a little guessing game. Again, that'll come. We'll work on that. I'll let you guys know we're going to start doing that. So make sure that you just stop in there, say hi, so I can say hi to everybody. And what we're going to do first is get that warm-up doodle. So get your hand, shake out, get ready to do some drawings. And let's do our little scribble here. That doesn't matter what it is. Just make a scribble anywhere. And let's spin it. I'm spinning mine. You don't have to spin yours if you want. You can. I just do that so that way you know that I'm not making this up as I go. What's up, Harper and Porter? Good to see you guys. Holly, what's happening? Emily, what's going on? And Gracie, what's up? Libby, how are you? And the K Kids in the house. How's everybody doing today? So as we start doing this, remember, we're just making something. There is no rules to what this can be. We are just creating something to get the creativity started, right? So no matter what you make, there is no rules to it, right? Because that's the whole point, is we're just doing something creative to make something creative. So yeah, look at that, check it out. Out of that doodle, I just made this weird little guy that he's got 3 lumps on his head, and he's got 3 hairs out of each lump, and that's it. I mean, like, look at, it's that simple, guys. We just made something from nothing. Isn't it cool that you can do that kind of stuff and be creative that way and do that? I'm going to get a new marker, so hold on one second. I buy my markers in like a bulk package here. So this is, remember what I do to make sure I know that the marker is no more. Boom, boom. I give it a little. It's out of commission now. So, what's up, Macy? Good to see you. Ariel, what's happening? Marley, what's going on? How's everybody doing today? So, now that we got this one out of the way, we got our warm-up doodle, and we're all set to create. I thought it would be kind of fun if we stretch our creativity muscles a little bit and we combine two things that don't necessarily belong together and have a good time doing it. And I thought, what better way is that we all know hot dogs, because we do a lot of hot dog fingers and legs around here. So we're going to take a hot dog and a pirate, and we're going to smash them together, and we're going to make a pirate hot dog pirate, a hot dog pirate. I don't know. We got to come up with a funny name. Do you guys have a funny name for a hot dog pirate? Put it in the comments if you can think of a funny name for a hot dog pirate. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a hot dog pirate. And how is that going to go is we are going to start with our page up and down. I think that's the easiest way. And let's just draw a shape like this. So it's a long stretched C. That's all it is a big long stretched C. And we are going to draw another one right beside it. Okay? Just like so. And you're going to just connect that down just like that, right? Now, let's do the bun on the other side, which is, you guessed it, a C on that side. Now, right now, it doesn't look like much, right, other than just a couple C's and all that stuff like that. But now here's where we start to have some fun with it and put some creative. Captain Dog Bunsy. I like that. The R dog. That's a good one too. I like that one too. So what we're gonna do, let's say that we're gonna put like a thing on top. And sometimes hot dogs have those weird things on there. If you get them handmade, they have like this little thing. But we're just gonna say that it does because it like gives it a little bit of a hair kind of thing to it, and it'd be kind of fun. Captain Weenie. That's a good one too. Love that one. So we're going to let's put this eye patch on this guy, right? So we get our eye patch on there, and all that is like a band that we're going to put around there. Timber Rough. I like that one too. And let's put a little circle in here. Now, remember, a pirate's patch has that little skull and crossbones. It's kind of hard for me to do this with a fat marker, but I'm going to do like a little skull patch. And what that is kind of like just a circle with some bumps on the bottom of it, and I'm going to put little dots in here, and I'll just put that a little closer so you guys can see it, right? Just a simple thing. And then I'm going to color in around this guy, right? Let's color in around, and there we go. So now check it. We got a little patch there, right? And then I'm just going to put a little line like that on that side. That just gives us that eye, right? So let's put in some eyebrows above there, right? Now, we got Captain Weenie, the R dog, all of those cool things like that. We have come up with some really cool names for it. Let's give it a bean shape for a mouth. And all that it's just think of like a bean, right? A simple bean is what we're going to do. And we're going to put in some teeth in here, right? Now, I think when we color those teeth, they should be like a gold tooth, right? Because, I mean, it's a pirate. Pirates have gold teeth, I would think, right? At least all the cool ones do. And then we're going to put a little bump inside here and color that in. All except for that. Now we have our tongue in there, right? You don't have to color right now. I'm just going to color real quick so you can kind of start to see it come together. And you're going to be able to finish coloring this and doing all your good stuff that you can do to it in a minute. And as we start going there, what are some other things that you can think of? You throw those in the comments. Think of some other things that pirates have. One thing I can think of is a striped shirt. If you guys can think of anything, throw some ideas in the comments for me. Is a striped shirt. So we can put some stripes on this, right? I think that's a great one. Does anybody else have any ideas of things that we can think of when we think of a pirate? You can put those in the comments so we can figure out some other stuff. I'm gonna put some up and down lines on here just to kind of show that this guy is wearing maybe like a little sweater or some sort of thing like that. And what we're going to do here is we are going to put an arm right here. And we're just going to make a stick arm. We're going to do something really simple and just draw a circle on the end of it, right? And let's just put some lines off of it. Super simple. And let's put a little hole right here. So that way it looks like it's coming out of the bun, right? A peg leg, that's what I see. Puncher Parker, I like that name too. So we got a peg leg. So a peg leg is an idea that somebody said. So we're gonna draw a peg leg, and we're gonna draw a straight line down and over. It's just a box, right? And we're going to put another box underneath it, and let's put some dots on it so it looks like a peg leg, right? Just like that. And then let's give it another leg. Other leg, let's draw one down, and let's put a hot dog shape on the end and color that in. So now we have this little peg leg thing too. A hooked hand is what I see. A hooked hand is a wonderful thing that a pirate would have. And we're gonna just draw yourself a little U that comes off that side, all right? And then let's, at the end of that, just draw a straight line over, and then let's put that on there to close that off. And then let's put a hook on it, right? So let's put a straight line up, and let's draw a half circle. And then let's do our fun parallel line, which is a line that runs right beside it. So now we have our peg-legged, hooked hand pirate. You can make this arm a little bit thicker, I think would help a little bit. There we go. And then let's put a line on this too so that we know. And I'm gonna put these little things right here on the end, and that kind of shows that it's sharp. It's like ping, like a little, ping sound kind of thing. We have a pirate hat is another thing, which is a great way to do it. So we have right now where we put this hair on here, but here's the cool part about when we're working with the black markers is we can cover that. So if I draw a straight line across right here, right? And I draw one line up on each side of it. Now watch, you draw like a speed bump. Just like that, right? So it goes down and up and over, right? And then if I color that in, now it is no mas. It is no more. You can clean it up, straighten it up, do whatever you need to do there to get that the way that you would like it. I think that one of the things I think of is like patches, right? There could be a patch on our pirate, and how we would do that. Let's put it on the bun. Let's put a patch, and that is just a rectangle, just like this. And then let's put some little lines around it that look like it's sewn on. Right? Just like so. And you can do a couple of those because that's kind of a fun thing to be able to draw around in color, right? Now, do you think Captain Dog for a name, a parrot. There could be a parrot, right? So we could put a parrot on here. So let's see, a parrot. How would we draw a parrot in a way that looks like it would fit in here? So let's take a circle, just like this, okay? And then let's put another circle around it, just like that, right? Now, we got a parrot's tail would go down, and let's make some little arms or legs like that, or some legs, tails, whatever. I'm talking about a tail is what I'm talking about. Let's make a tail that comes down, right? And to get it to look like it is setting on this bun, let's do some little bumps just like this, right? It's like its little hooks are on, his claws are on top of that pirate, right? Now, if you remember a parrot's beak, I don't think a parrot's beak is straight out. It's got a little bit of a curve to it. And how we would do that is just draw a curve down and then make a little wavy line that comes back, just like this. So like a little wavy line that comes back like that, all right? And then we're going to draw another line that comes out like that. Now let's just put the number 11 on that for eyeballs. And then let's give it just a couple little hairs that go up and a little half circle. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. It doesn't have to look just like mine. You're just making your version of this the way that you see. You know, it doesn't have to have all of these things on there. You can kind of make it your way that you would like to do it. So if yours looks different than mine, that's fine. You don't have to if you don't want to put all this stuff on there, that's perfectly fine. You can kind of do your thing. Now, do you think that a hot dog pirate would have a really clean hot dog bun, or do you think it would be kind of moldy and gross? What do you guys think? I think there's a good possibility that it would be kind of moldy and gross. And the way that we can kind of do that is if you don't push real hard and you make a really light line and just make some like blotchy looking lines, right? So we got these like weird little shapes like that we're gonna put on there. And let's put a line down here in the bottom so that way we have a place that this thing is standing, okay? And I think that let's put another one up here, this height, and put a parallel line right below that, okay? And then let's draw an up and down line on each side. Just like this. All right. A big belt buckle. A big belt buckle is a great idea, and we can do that right here. So at the bottom of our line that we stopped at right there, we can put a rectangle right there and draw a line on each side of that. And inside of this rectangle, draw a smaller rectangle. And then color in all of this right here. Then we have like a big belt buckle right on there. And that would be a great way to do it. Now think about, one of the things that we're doing here is like, think about if he's standing on the edge of the boat looking out. And we're gonna just draw some little lines like this, right? And here's a great way to make it look like there is like an island back there. You're just gonna draw a bump like this and bring up 2 lines like that. Now, just make some squiggly lines, because this is like a little like pineapple tree, coconut tree, whatever in the background, stuff like that, right? And I think that like as far as this kind of part of it goes, I think that we are, you know what he could be saying? Would he be saying like, what did pirates say? The pirates say like, arr. I think that's every time I think of hearing a pirate, I think of like that. So we could say like, arg would be A, R. There's a long stretch of the R, so it's like arg, G, H. Put an exclamation point. And then we draw a little line like that, which says he's like saying it, right? So this is kind of, I think, a really good place for us to start coloring this guy. And I'll show you some ideas that I have for some coloring. And you guys can totally color along with me if you'd like. And what we would do is like, we would start putting in things like, I think that a pirate's shirt color would be like red. I think that's a really great color that we can put in here. And another fun thing is like we can make the patches. So I use highlighters a lot. I think highlighters are really fun to draw, and here's why. So I'm gonna show you here. I can say that like this is our moldy bun, right? So I have this highlighter that I go down. Okay. Now, here's what's cool about highlighters, and most markers is they're transparent. That means that you can see through them. And if I put this color on top of it, look how I get this kind of a cool little weird color that happens that changes up the way that this thing is, right? So check that out. You get a cool little color effect in there, right? We said that he has some patches, so maybe his patches are like a different color. They could be, let's see, I'm going to say that his patches are green. you know, guys, as we're coloring this stuff, there's some things to think about is when you're making this stuff, how awesome it is when you start drawing and you're creating, that you start to kind of, you forget about all the stuff that's going on, and you can kind of get, you know, you can escape into this little world of you're making something, and how fun that is to think about the worlds that you can create and the stories that you can tell. Like, as we're doing this, you know, we started, you know, I asked for some names of this character, and we all started putting out some really cool names in there. So when you're thinking about writing a story yourself, this is a lot of the ways that it starts. It's like, are there some names that you can come up with for your adventure that you're making? You know, do you have a story that you would like to tell about what you're doing, like right now? Is there a story about being quarantined? Is there a story about, you know, not hanging out with my friends right now because I'm doing this and I'm social distancing and all those things like that? And think about like what it would be like for you when you're older to remember these things. Are there stories that you can tell in that, which could be kind of a really fun idea too? We get that golden belt buckle, right? How's your coloring going? You guys enjoying? Is it fun? Are you having a blast making this? Now, I want to show you some. The yellow orange for the bun is cool. That's right. You can do layers, the same kind of thing like this. So watch what I do here is if I put the orange down first, okay? Now, if I put it down where I don't make it perfect, all right? And I'll show you why. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm kind of filling it in. And my goal for it is to not be perfect, because remember, I only have so many colors in my box of markers, okay? So when it goes down not perfect, and I take a yellow and I layer it on top of it, check out what happens here. Right? And you put it down there. And again, it doesn't matter if it's perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. The whole point is it gives that little bit of a texture kind of look to it, right? And you're just kind of filling it in wherever you see. So now what you got is kind of this really cool little texture part that is there for the bun, right? Now the hook would be gold, right? And then we can kind of put brown on here for, and I never really like this brown in these Crayola markers because it is so dark that it covers up everything, but you can kind of see the peg leg there. And then I also have a gray, and I want to show you guys a little bit of trick that I do with my gray marker. Okay, so with my gray marker, actually first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my highlighter and I'm going to put my blue highlighter over top of this pink. And if you notice, what happens is a color change, right? Because pink is a version of red, right? It's just a lighter version of red. What do blue and red make? I'll give you a hint. Ready? Here's your hint. Purple, right? So the same thing happens. If I'm going to put pink down and I put blue over it, I get a different color of purple. That's what's kind of cool when you think of your markers, is that you have multiple colors if you kind of put them all out there. And then I'm going to make my parrot friend up here red also, and throw in a beak as well. All right. Now, my trick that I do with my gray, I use the gray marker kind of for shadowing. And what I mean by shadow is so it looks like something is behind it. So I take my gray marker and I draw it just like this. And I'll do the same thing on this side. And I do the same thing over here. And what it looks like then is it kind of gives it a little bit of a cool gray shadow kind of look, right? I'll show you right here on the hat. So like right now, you can tell that the hat is on top of it, right? But in the real world, that hat would put a shadow on top of the head, right? So if I draw just a little line of gray underneath it, now, do you see it looks like it has a shadow? That's what I use my gray for. And I do the same thing down here in the bottom. And I'll do stuff like this sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, just to give it the illusion that there is gray. And I could take my blue highlighter and I can put it around the edges. So now it looks like there's that land back there. And I take my green highlighter because it's lighter, and I can throw in the green highlighter back here. And if I take my orange on top of my green, look what happens. Orange on top of green. Does that turn brown, right? Because these colors don't go together, they kind of cancel out each other. So it helps it, and it works really well with Sharpies. It does not work as well when it comes to these types of markers, but when it works really well as highlighters, a green on top of an orange will turn it brown. It works out really well that way. I'll show you right here on this too, a bigger piece. So let's remember, we're talking about this being the inside of the boat. So if I put my green down and then I put my orange right over top of it, at first it doesn't look like it's going to turn brown, but as it starts to dry, that color turns to brown, right? Kind of cool. So I think I'm good there. I think that pretty much finishes up this pirate hot dog, arg, Captain Ketchup. He can be Captain Ketchup. That's a fun name. This is the Wonder Dog. Yep, we got all kinds of cool ones. Captain Ketchup. He's Lieutenant Mustard. He's Captain Condiment. Come up with a cool name for your guy. Put it on there. Put it down there in the comments when you post your picture. Come up with a fun name for him. Guys, I hope that was fun combining those things together. Again, I'm working on evolving some stuff. Make sure you come back Friday. I have a free gift for everybody. It's going to be 100% free download for everybody. I hope that it will be something cool that you'll like. I've spent a lot of time making it, and I think that it's a really fun project that you guys will be able to do together with your family. Again, guys, I need your help sharing it. Just if you like this page, if you like the stuff we're drawing, tell your friends about it. Have mom and dad share it, and it'll get out there. We'll be able to inspire some more kids to draw some stuff. Shoot me an email. Let me know. Do you like this idea of combining characters together? You can shoot me an email, or you can put a comment into the comments here. Do you guys dig the idea of we start to combine some stuff together? And what do you think about playing a little game as we start to get warmed up for our Wonder Friends episode, where we start to guess what I'm drawing, or you guys to put some stuff in here to get some guesses going? Do you guys like that idea? Just let me know in the comments some things that you're thinking that would make this show better. All I'm trying to do is make this exciting for you guys. I want to make a show for you that is entertaining for all of you. What's up, guys? I was at Indian Springs. That's right. That's a great school. Awesome school. I hope we get to go back to school soon. What's up, Molly? How are you doing? Elena, Wonder Dog is a great name for it. So I love this idea of we combine things together. I do it quite a bit when I draw my stuff. Just remember, guys, we still have time. Tomorrow is the last day to go in and enter to win one of the 15 copies of the book. So make sure you're doing that. And let's just say you want to do some drawing videos. There are tons of them on YouTube that you can go check out at Wonderville Studios and check out all of those. Make sure that you go to my website and get those free downloads. Don't forget, Friday, I have a free gift for everybody that will be made available for everybody to download as well. And don't forget, all those books are available on Amazon, or even better yet, help out your local bookstore and support them as well. And if you have purchased any books, it really helps out a lot. Leave a comment on or on Amazon. Leave a review. All of those things let other people know that you enjoyed the book as well. So, guys, remember, the key to happiness is embracing your unicorniness. Just because we can't get out today doesn't mean you don't have the ability to go sprinkle your magic on somebody else's day. It's as simple as maybe taking your hot dog, or your Captain Dog, or your Wonder Dog, or your Captain Condiment, or Lieutenant Mustard, or whatever name you come up with, and you take that over and maybe just tape it on somebody's mailbox as you're going for a walk. Tell them, I think that you would like this, and I hope it brings a smile to your face. Do little tiny things that bring a lot of big magic to somebody else's day. You can do that by just doing small things. You're magical. You are pretty awesome just for who you are. Be the unicorn, sprinkle your magic on somebody else's day, and I will see you tomorrow at 11. See ya!